Did Tee Grizzley get his aunt pregnant and then set her up to get killed? Rumors have been flying, and today we're breaking down the whole crazy story. Tee Grizzley's aunt JB quit her job back in 2016 so she could become his manager and help him kick off his rap career. She was the only one in the family who believed in him, and that's what makes this whole story so crazy. Back in 2019, Tee and JB were in Detroit and stopped at Tee's cousin's crib. JB stayed in the whip while Tee went to the house. And that's when a shooter ran up, opened up the car door, and shot JB to death. JB getting killed like that was shocking. And at first, everyone thought that Tee Grizzley was the target, and JB was just at the wrong place at the wrong time. A couple months after the shooting, Tee dropped a song for JB and raps. I pray they don't go to jail. I want them dead. I'm just listening to the streets, hearing everything they saying. I'm just waiting on the name. I'm just praying that they say it. Give a fuck if it's the mayor, nigga. Million on his head. It looked like Tee Grizzley was ready to go to war over JB's death. But when he did his first interview after JB died, there was definitely something off about how he talked about the situation. First of all, Tee Grizzley was playing Call of Duty while he was having an interview about his aunt. And most of the time, it seemed like he was more interested in the game. JB was one of Tee's closest family members and was a big reason he even had a rap career. But Tee Grizzley almost sounded bored when he was talking about what went down on the night she died. A couple months before the interview, Tee Grizzley said he was putting a ticket on the shooters' heads and didn't want the cops to find them first. But then he switched up completely during the interview and said that he wanted the police to handle it.
My people was telling me I gotta be emotional.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't just act on it. You know what I'm saying? Let the police handle it. So I just let the police handle it.
People handle losses like that in different ways, but now there's way more evidence that Tee Grizzley might have set up JB to get killed. In July 2025, the news broke that a dude affiliated with 600 named Wu-Tang was arrested for killing JB. What's crazy is that the cops have been on Wu-Tang for years and found him with a murder weapon back in 2020. But the news just started coming out, and Wu-Tang's lawyer said some crazy things about Tee being involved with JB's death. Tee Grizzley came up in Detroit, but after he started popping off in the rap game, he linked up with Tay Capone from 600. Tee Grizzley even dissed one of 600's ops on an unreleased version of the track No Effort when he rapped, "Extendo on the Glock, that bitch long as a pogo. Let Lil Durk music get you hype, and join JoJo." After that, Tee started rocking with Lil Durk and his OTF crew, but Tee's closest tie to 600 was through Buka 600. So when a 600 affiliate named Wu-Tang got booked for killing Tee's aunt JB, a lot of people thought it meant Tee was beefing with them. But the real story is way deeper than that. Wu-Tang got caught with the gun that killed JB and the whip used on the hit all the way back in 2020. And according to another dude from Chicago named King Yella, everyone in the streets already knew about who got booked for killing JB.
I knew about that in the feds, man. Y'all ain't know about that here? Y'all wasn't on.
We never heard about that. No.
Man, let's break down the signs. Tee Grizzley auntie got killed. When the last time you saw him and Dirk on the side of each other? Remember before that happened? They was like best friends. You forgot? Before he started hanging with Lil Baby, it was Tee Grizzley and Lil Durk, right?
Okay, I remember that.
Bro, I was in the feds and I heard about that. Y'all playing crazy. Y'all ain't know that. Who the is this though? It's a goofy. I don't know no Wu-Tang, Do-Tang, Shoe-Tang. I don't know. All I know is ass is locked up in Detroit for Tee Grizzley, auntie.
If King Yella and everyone else knew who allegedly pulled the trigger on her, that means Tee Grizzley probably did too. And now we're gonna break down why he's been moving suspiciously ever since she died. Tee Grizzley has still been rocking with Lil Durk, OTF, and 600 after JB got killed. And in 2023, Lil Durk shouted Tee out on the track 300 Euros and rapped, "You ain't my blooder, then you can't listen to Tee Grizzley and me." Durk and Tee Grizzley obviously weren't beefing, but what's crazy about the track is that Lil Durk also said, "You a gangster around her, but you ain't gangster around me. You a gangster around cuz, you ain't gangster around C. If they call you backdoor, man, you get from round me." And according to rumors, Tee Grizzley backdoored his own aunt using shooters from 600. People think Tee Grizzley was self-snitching on the track he made for JB after she died. Tee was telling everybody that the hit was meant for him and rapped, "Look how they try to do me, but got JB. Man, that jealousy's so real. Man, that hate's so deep." But then he claimed the shooter saw it wasn't him and still killed her and said, "Man, that envy shit's so real. You make it out these streets. You saw it wasn't me and still shot. What'd she do to you?" What doesn't make any sense though is how Tee Grizzley would have known that the shooter saw it was JB and not him. Tee made the track right after JB died, and back then, nobody thought she was the actual target. It looked like Tee Grizzley was trying to get ahead of the rumors though when he rapped, "Hey JB, I wish I was sitting outside with you, and I was in that back with you, and you know your favorite rapper wouldn't have never let them guys get you. I would have shot him, left him dying leaking in the street, wouldn't have ran, would have smoked the runs and watched that man go to sleep. And you think they came for her? Man, you know they came for me." What didn't make sense though is why Tee Grizzley would want JB dead. Tee Grizzley started rapping when he was a kid in Detroit and had a crew called All Stars Ball Hard, aka ASBH. They started dropping music on YouTube in 2011, but Tee Grizzley was still in the streets and went to jail on a robbery charge in 2014. After he came home, JB was the only one in the family who supported his rap career. Tee's mom had been sentenced to 20 years on drug charges in 2011, and his dad got killed in 2012, but JB was still there to support him. JB had married Tee's uncle when Tee was around 10 years old, so she had known him most of his life. And when he came home from prison and wanted to take rap seriously, JB quit her job and started managing him. JB even gave Tee the money to shoot his first day out video. That's the track that made him pop off, and Tee got a deal with 300 Entertainment and Atlantic Records in 2017. JB didn't have any experience in the rap game before she started managing Tee Grizzley, but she figured it out fast and even started managing other artists like Sada Baby. JB was always working behind the scenes to help Tee out, and she even fixed his hair for him before he did interviews. Tee Grizzley and JB were really close, but after the news blew up in 2025 about 600 Wu-Tang killing JB, rumors started flying about why Tee Grizzley might have set JB up. One rumor was that JB was playing with Tee's money and taking something off the top. There was no evidence that JB was stealing from Tee though, and the next rumor makes more sense, even though it's crazy. Some people think Tee Grizzley got JB pregnant and then had her killed to cover it up. Those rumors only started picking up steam in 2025. But what's suspicious about it is that right after JB died, Tee Grizzley dropped the track for her and rapped, "Loved each other way more than we loved life. Was so close, people thought we had a love life." Now it's looking